Gentlemen, listen closely, because I'm about to expose a truth that most men will never hear from their doctors. You've been told that daily release is harmless, maybe even healthy, but shocking new evidence shows that what you do in the privacy of your bedroom could be silently reshaping your prostate, your hormones, your confidence, and even your future. Imagine being 60, 70, even 80 years old and realizing the habits you thought were normal actually determined whether you spend your later years free and strong or frustrated and dependent. Most men don't want to talk about this. Most doctors don't want to bring it up. But as a urologist who's seen thousands of cases, I can't stay silent. Because what daily masturbation does to your prostate is far more serious and far more fixable than you've been led to believe. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the hidden truth, the science no one translates for men, and the simple steps that can turn decline into destiny. You lie there in the dark, the glow of a screen still on your face, heart rate slowing, that hollow feeling creeping in. You just finished, and at first, it's release. But moments later, it's emptiness. You tell yourself it's normal, everyone does it. But deep down, you know something feels off. You roll onto your side, hiding even from yourself, because the truth is heavy. Have you ever finished and felt weaker instead of stronger? Have you noticed your erections with your partner aren't what they used to be, especially after periods of daily solo release? Have you ever avoided intimacy, not because you didn't want closeness, but because you feared you wouldn't be able to respond the way you once did? Gentlemen, this is the silent shame, the thing men carry alone, never daring to say out loud. But it doesn't stay hidden. It seeps into your relationship. It eats at your self-worth. It builds isolation brick by brick until you're a shell of the man you were. Here's what most men don't know, and here's what no one tells you. Daily masturbation directly impacts your prostate. The prostate is not just some background gland. It's the walnut-sized powerhouse beneath your bladder that produces seminal fluid, controls flow, and supports erections. And when it's pushed every day without balance, it suffers. Imagine squeezing a sponge over and over again without ever letting it dry. At first, it functions, but eventually, it swells, weakens, and breaks down. That's exactly what happens to your prostate with daily overstimulation. It becomes congested, inflamed, and less efficient. Urologists see this in clinics every single day. And here's the hidden truth the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know. Most men who show up with prostate issues didn't get there overnight. They got there from years of habits that wore down their system. But here's the part that changes everything. Occasional release supports prostate health. It flushes out toxins, keeps the system moving, and prevents stagnation. But daily, compulsive release has the opposite effect. Each orgasm floods your brain with dopamine, the pleasure signal, and then slams it with prolactin, the recovery hormone. In moderation, that's normal. But when you repeat it every day, dopamine receptors dull, prolactin builds, testosterone dips, and your energy collapses. Gentlemen, here's what I need you to understand. This isn't about morality. This isn't about shame. This is biology. Most men don't know this. But daily solo release can literally lower your testosterone, weaken your erections, and congest your prostate. And the worst part? The cycle feeds itself. The weaker you feel, the more you chase release to feel alive again. But the deeper into fatigue and inflammation you go. So what's happening inside your body? Let me be completely honest and break it down in plain English. Every release contracts your prostate, squeezes fluid out, and engages your pelvic muscles. But if you force that contraction daily, the gland inflames. Inflammation narrows blood vessels. Narrowed vessels reduce nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the green traffic light that tells blood to rush into the penis. Without it, blood flow slows, erections weaken, and confidence crumbles. Think of your prostate as the control tower of your masculinity. When it's overloaded, flights can't land. Erections stall on the runway. Intimacy delays. And the man you were inside feels grounded. Gentlemen, here's what no one tells you. Your prostate is not just about urination or fertility. It's the gatekeeper of your vitality. Protect it, and you thrive. Abuse it, and everything else unravels. But wait until you hear this, because it's not all bad news. Moderate ejaculation, 2 to 4 times per week, actually reduces prostate cancer risk by flushing carcinogens from seminal fluid. So the danger isn't release itself. The danger is imbalance. Daily overuse turns medicine into poison. Gentlemen, stay with me here because this is critical. Urologists are quietly recommending moderation, not abstinence. They're recommending intentional release, not compulsive daily habits. The real reason your doctor didn't mention this? Comfort. It's easier to write a prescription than to have an awkward conversation. But make no mistake, behind closed doors, they know what's happening. So, what's the solution? The answer isn't shame, it isn't denial, it's control. Think of your prostate like an engine. Run it occasionally, maintain it, and it hums for decades. Over-rev it daily without oil changes, and it breaks down. The protocol is simple. Reduce solo release to a rhythm of 2 to 4 times weekly, with more focus on partnered intimacy than isolation. Support your prostate with zinc, found in pumpkin seeds, beef, and oysters, which fuels fluid production. Add L-citrulline at 3 to 6 grams daily to boost nitric oxide and restore blood flow. Drink at least 2 liters of water a day to keep fluid moving and prevent congestion. And strengthen your pelvic floor with stretches because blood doesn't just need open vessels. It needs strong muscles to trap it. Gentlemen, this isn't magic. This is stewardship. Let's translate the science with a vivid picture. Think of dopamine like the accelerator in your car. It gives you drive, motivation, energy. But slam it every day and the pedal loses sensitivity. You have to push harder for less speed. That's daily masturbation. Prolactin, on the other hand, is the brake. It forces rest. A little keeps you safe. Too much, and you're stuck in neutral. Testosterone is your fuel tank. Every release dips it slightly. Refill too slowly, and the tank runs low. Your prostate is the engine oil. Change it regularly, and it protects the system. Burn it out daily, and it gums up. Most men miss this critical step, and it costs them years of strength. Gentlemen, listen closely. Your body is not broken. It is responding exactly as designed to the signals you give it. Change the signals, and you change your destiny. But here's where it gets even better. Balance doesn't just protect your prostate, it transforms your entire life. When you reduce daily release, testosterone rebounds. Studies show short retention periods increase testosterone by up to 45%. That means more energy, more confidence, more drive. Your prostate shrinks back to normal size, relieving pelvic pressure and improving flow. Your erections strengthen because nitric oxide pathways finally open. And your mind sharpens because dopamine receptors reset, making pleasure richer, not duller. Gentlemen, moderation isn't deprivation, it's transformation. Let me share 2 real stories. The first is Mark, 58, a sales executive. He admitted to me that stress drove him into daily habits. He thought it was harmless until he noticed softer erections, low drive, and urinary pressure. His marriage was crumbling under quiet distance. He committed to reducing frequency, added zinc and L-citrulline, and focused on intimacy with his wife instead of isolation. Within 6 weeks, he was a new man. His wife told him through tears, "I feel like you're present again." Mark said, "I thought this was about sex." It turned out to be about love, about confidence, about me showing up fully again. That's the hidden story men rarely tell. The second is Harold, 72, a retired trucker. Lonely nights led to daily release for years. His prostate swelled, his flow weakened, and his mornings disappeared. He thought decline was just aging. But when he cut back, started the nutrient protocol, and added light exercise, everything changed. By week 4, he slept through the night without multiple bathroom trips. By week 8, his morning strength returned. By 3 months, he felt like a man reborn. He told me, "I thought my best years were over. But now I realize they were just waiting for me to change." That's the proof. That's the power of balance. Now let's calibrate expectations. In the first 1 to 2 weeks of changing habits, you may feel restless, but you'll also notice better sleep, more energy, and slight morning stirrings. By 1 month, prostate pressure eases, flow improves, and erections strengthen. By 2 to 3 months, most men report higher drive, more confidence, and full restoration of vitality. Gentlemen, I need you to understand, this isn't magic. It's biology healing itself when given balance. And let me insert the disclaimer clearly. This is general information, not medical advice. Always consult your doctor before starting new routines, especially if you take medication or have health conditions. But let's step back. This isn't just about a gland. This is about identity. Society wants you to believe that aging means decline, that men over 50 should fade quietly, accept weakness, and stop striving. But here's the hidden truth. Your body is designed to regenerate. Your prostate can heal, your hormones can rise, your drive can return. Aging doesn't mean the end of masculinity. It means the refinement of it. Imagine walking into a room with quiet confidence, not needing to prove anything because your body still responds. Imagine looking at your partner and knowing you can give her your full self, not half of you. Imagine being present for your children and grandchildren, showing them that strength matures, it doesn't vanish. Gentlemen, you are not too old to feel young again. You are not finished. You are not broken. You are being called to rise. So here's my challenge to you. Take control today. Stop draining yourself daily. Give your prostate the rhythm it deserves. Order L-citrulline. Add zinc-rich foods this week. Drink more water. Talk to your doctor tomorrow. And most importantly, reclaim intentionality. Release when you choose, not when compulsion chooses for you. Give yourself 30 days, 1 month of balance, and watch what happens. Don't do it for me. Don't even do it just for your partner. Do it for yourself, for the man inside who refuses to accept decline. Drop a comment if you're starting this journey. Let's build a community of men who reject weakness and embrace strength. Gentlemen, the next chapter of your life doesn't begin when society says you're done. It begins when you decide you are not done yet. And when you make that decision, you'll discover something shocking. Your prostate was never your problem. It was your potential, waiting to be unlocked.